What's most important, saving a couple $1,000s or saving your kids' relationships with each other? Sadly, too many people are short-sighted, and I have to think it's just because you don't know what you don't know. So here's a true story about the price of a cheap will that never got updated. Dad bought a will from a lawyer, and then he died 15 years later. The will was never updated. In it, he left the house to all 4 of his kids. But when Dad died, his one and only daughter was living in the house with Dad and caring for him, and just before he died, Dad created a new beneficiary deed giving the house to his daughter. When the 3 sons found out, they had a fit. They tried to convince the daughter to sell the house and split the money among all of them, but she was a no to that. That was clearly not what Father wanted. You can imagine the fights that ensued, with sons even trying to convince a court that Dad was out of his mind. Now, 12 years later, the siblings, well, they still haven't spoken to each other. Relationships ruined. Dad could have spent a bit of time and a bit of money to work this all out before he died. If he had worked with a heart-centered, counseling-oriented lawyer who could guide his family through their trauma before it was compounded. If you're ready to take the first steps and find a lawyer who can make all of this so much easier for you and your family, visit personalfamilylawyer.com to find a heart-centered, counseling-oriented lawyer in your area.